Hello everybody, this is Brian Edmondson with the List Building Club, and in this video we're going to show you how to get and set up your hosting account. Now your hosting account is going to be like your actual storefront, so we compare the domain name with the address of our store. Our hosting account is going to be the actual physical storefront of our online business. So our hosting account is where we're going to upload our web pages to. It's where we're going to upload our files, like maybe PDFs that we give away. If we're ever going to do any type of audio or video, we upload those to our hosting account as well. So let's go ahead and set up our hosting account. The hosting account that we use and recommend here at the Listbuilding Club is HostGator. And you can go to HostGator by going to listbuilding.com/HostGator. So listbuilding.com/HostGator, and that should take you right to HostGator's website. Now, I don't want to bore you with a huge lesson on website hosting, but there are a couple reasons why we like and we recommend HostGator. One of the primary reasons we like HostGator is because they allow you to host an unlimited number of domain names with the account plan that we recommend. So if you're like most online marketers, you're not just going to have one domain name. Eventually, down the road, you're going to have several different domain names, either in niches that are related to your primary niche or in other niches. So I happen to own dozens and dozens of domain names. I know Telman owns hundreds of domain names himself. So what's nice about HostGator is you don't have to get a new hosting account and pay a new monthly fee every time you add a new domain name. You can host an unlimited number of domain names. Also, they give you a lot of space. So every time we upload a new web page, every time we upload a new file or document or video or whatever we're uploading, that takes up space. And a lot of web hosts limit the amount of space you have, or they charge you extra for more space. And with HostGator, we can get plenty of space, more than we'll ever need, at a very reasonable fee. And also the reasons of bandwidth. So when people come to our website, that takes up space. And some sites will limit the amount of bandwidth you can use. And if too many people come to your website or download the files or the web pages, they'll actually shut you down because you exceeded the bandwidth. But here you're going to get more than enough bandwidth than you'll ever use. So go to HostGator.com and you'll see several different types of plans. We'll see web hosting, reseller hosting, dedicated servers. You want to go ahead and click on web hosting. And when we get the web hosting, we'll see the standard plan is Linux web hosting, and that's usually the default. So that's what we want. Even if you're using a Windows computer, you don't want to click on Windows web hosting. You want to make sure you're on Linux web hosting. And then here's some of the different plans here. And you can see these are really inexpensive. $4.95 for their smallest plan here, up to $12.95 for their biggest plan here. And usually I recommend the plan right here in the middle. With all three of these plans, you're getting unlimited disk space and unlimited bandwidth, which is good. But what I like about the baby plan is they give you unlimited amount of domains. And remember I said you're probably going to have more than one domain name down the road. You'll have a separate domain name for your squeeze page, maybe a separate domain name for your blog, and so on. So I like to go with this plan here that gives me unlimited domain names, the baby plan. So I'll click on that one and I'll click on order now. And then you come to this screen where they want to know whether you're going to register a new domain name or use an existing domain name and update your name servers only. And of course, we already purchased our domain name at GoDaddy.com, so we'll click on I will use my existing domain name and update my name servers only, and then you want to type in your domain name here. So if we remember, I registered saltwater fish tips, and then here we'll put in com. Keep in mind that the dot is already put in for you. So put in your domain name and then com. Hopefully you got a .com name, or if you got net, you type in net, or org, you type in org, and then we'll click on next. So here on this screen, we just want to make sure we spelled the domain name correctly, and then we'll select the plan that we want to go with. Usually most people go with a monthly plan, $9.95, and in case you're confused by the price, usually the $7.95 that we saw is if you pay for the full year ahead. So you can see you can save some money here. You can purchase 6 months for $59.70 at the time of this video recording, or yearly. So usually most people go with the monthly plan, and that's what I'm going to do, monthly at $9.95. And then if you have a coupon code, enter the coupon code here. And usually if you go to the homepage of HostGator, they have a coupon code right there for you. So if I go to HostGator.com, there they have a coupon code right there. Use coupon code BEACH. So at the time of this recording, that's the coupon code, and usually they change that here and there. So we'll go back here, and I'll type in BEACH. Then we'll calculate totals. Okay, so that's confirming our price, $7.96 for a monthly hosting. And then if you're a new customer, which you probably are, if this is your first time here, you'll click on I'm a new customer and continue. And here we want to set up our account with HostGator. So we'll put in our first name, address, and so forth. And here's something important now. Remember with GoDaddy, we have a GoDaddy account and we wrote down the information for our login, our username, login ID, and password. So do the same with HostGator. So on that sheet of paper or on that document you have, now you want to write down HostGator account and you want to create your username and password, and be sure you write that down, because in the next video we're going to want to link our GoDaddy domain name with our HostGator hosting account, and we'll need both of those logins. So on a separate sheet of paper you should have your GoDaddy login info, and now you're going to put in your HostGator login info, and then you'll check out with your payment information, agree to the terms of service, and then verify your order. So I'll do that now. Okay, we just want to go ahead and verify our information we put in is correct, and we'll go ahead and process our order. Okay, and our order has been processed with HostGator. Now, as soon as you set up this account with HostGator, you're going to get an email from HostGator that looks similar to this, your HostGator order, and they're going to thank you for setting up your hosting account with them, and they're going to let you know that your account will be set up in 20 minutes. So usually it takes about 20 to 30 minutes for them to set up the hosting account, and then they're going to send you a second email, and you want to keep a lookout for that email, because in that email it's going to give you a very important piece of information related to your DNS servers. So you have your HostGator username and password, and the other piece of information we need is our DNS server. So I'll show you what that email looks like, and when we get that email, we're going to want to write down that information. Okay, here's that second email I was talking about that you're going to get from HostGator. You're going to get an email from HostGator with the subject line, your HostGator account information, and in this email, it'll tell you your domain name, your username, and your password for your HostGator account. And then the other two key pieces of information, you want to write this down as well, or make sure you save this email, are your name servers. So right there where it says ns1953.hostgator.com and ns1954.hostgator.com, your numbers may be different, but it's probably going to be ns and then a number .hostgator.com. So you want to write this information down on that piece of paper as well. So now you should have your GoDaddy account, your GoDaddy login name and password, and you should have your HostGator account, username and password, and your name servers. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to connect your GoDaddy domain name to your HostGator hosting account. This is Brian Edmondson with the Listbuilding Club, and I'll see you in the next video.